I'm adjusting my tripod. Oh man, there's no easy way to do this. All right, I think that'll work. By the way, I can't see chat. Sorry, so I'm just recording. You'll hear everything and see everything I'm doing, but I can't reply to anything. As far as I can zoom in. All right. See my face. There we go. You don't want to see much of that. Trust me. I suppose work on his skin tone. If you're wondering what I'm using for that, which is the same color as his body, is cerulean blue. Cerulean blue. And I'm using burnt umber. So I mix those two to get the dark blue color. And if you don't know how I paint and things like that, one thing I'll never use is black. I never use the color black. I always mix my darks. Why? Because black is a dead color. It's just a very boring color to stare at. So now I check here. I need a little more blue in there. I'm just mixing up on my palette here. I don't know if you can see it right there. I use a disposable palette. It's the best thing ever. We need a little more blue. Oh, that's good enough. You get to hear all the ASMR going. ASMR painting. Yeah, all the goofy sounds. All right, now to paint in the face. And this is roughly sketched in. The eyes are there. I'm probably gonna leave that white there, because he's gonna have glowing eyeballs. Because he's a magical creature. Giants in general, in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, they're I consider them magical creatures. They're just created by wizards, warlocks. There's no such thing as a baby giant or anything like that. So they're created big monsters. And he does have a mouth open. He has teeth and a tongue. Oh, let's see here. I'm thinking about this. I believe this is the teeth, that's the tongue, that's inside the mouth. So I have to look at my sketch. I can't remember anymore. I have my sketch here. It's so tiny. I need a bigger sketch. So here's the original composition, and I've tweaked it a lot, but I'm not sure you can see his bottom lip. Okay, I do have a bottom lip. All right. Let me make sure I get this because I'm doing his skin tone right now. So here's bottom lip, and these are probably the teeth then. I don't know why that was the tongue. Yeah, those are his teeth. Okay. I got confused. Because what I do is I transfer these images on this canvas individually with the opaque projector. Best and fastest way to do it. What's nice about it is you can move the image around the position that you want before you go in there. And I use a marker. I draw in the image with a marker once I like the position. Just a fast way to do it. Okay, so his face is painted blue. And I'm gonna mix in a lighter blue. And for that, I use cerulean blue again. Open this thing up. Look how old this thing is. I've used it for a long time. It's all beat up. Just put a little dab there because I don't need that much. And I will use one of my favorite colors is Titan Buff. It's like a light color, off-white color. It's a great color because, see, not really white. It's a great color to use for highlights. And I mean, I use the white here as the final touch, put white in there. But for the most part, I use this Titan Buff, which is like a bone color. So now I'm just mixing these together with my brush. Mixing it right here. I don't know if you can see it. These two colors here. And I think it's kind of dry. I have to let it dry because I don't want to mix the colors of the dark color. Let's see. Then sort of outline the cheekbone here. So his face is going to be faceted. It's going to have facets. And then his nose is here. Let me see what kind of nose is going to have. Okay. Make sure you get the nose right. And then there's the nostril here. Nostril there. Now I'm going to put the little holes in there later on for the nostrils, the inside the nose. But for now, this is the first step. Let's see here. I'm using a soft brush, just in case you're wondering. And so we have some light coming from the right. So I'm going to make this lighter here. I'm going to add more of the Titan Buff to that mix that I showed you. You want to leave some of the darkness there because that gives it depth. So we got cheek there. At this part of the mouth, we have this nostril here. And then this part of the nose. Cheekbone back here. Cheekbone there. And then I'm going to go over and put white here to get the facets, show them. Show those facets there. Yeah. Go to the bottom lip. Okay. It's quite blue. Oops. I just kicked this thing. I kicked my stand. Gotta watch it. I'm going to lighten this some more. This face is still quite dark. Compared to the skin over here, still pretty dark. So I usually go in layers, obviously. But one pass, let it dry. Another pass, because the colors always dry darker, so it's important to let them dry, and then take a look overall, see if it's to my liking or not, or if I have to lighten it some more. Now I have to draw his little nostrils. Go back to the original color of burnt umber and cerulean blue. And I'm going to draw one, two. Yeah, I gotta fix something. To fix something over here. Yeah. Gotta try to even out the nose. Just go with a lighter color. Sometimes I'll dip the tip of my brush, like I am right now, in the water, a little more water. Shake some of the water off. Basically, I thin down the paint so I can put thin lines in here. Go back to that dark color and paint the inside. Okay. I have to adjust things. Adjust things, step back and look at it. Back to a lighter blue color. It has to go lower, yeah. I'm missing the other nostril on the other side. It's disappearing. This nostril here. You're thinking this is bigger than that. Sort of bugging me. Okay, I think I know what I have to do here. Go the light blue. Okay. I grabbed a little white in accident, but it's okay. There's something about that nose drive me crazy. Big key. Let's move it up. Okay, make that one lighter too. Just have to make this one lighter. Then wait, with a lighter blue. Put some water in this. Okay, and then I think I have to put the white lines. I'm gonna go with the Titan Buff color. Some of the line work. Then I'll go with white later. Let's thin this color down because this color is really thick. So I have to add water to thin it down. And I need to get some new brushes. Wait, the one? No, dang it. Screw that one up. I forgot it was coloring in. It happens sometimes. You just like blank out. So I'll have to fix that later. She looks ugly. I have to let that dry. It's too wet. I'm gonna go with white. I think it's probably a little too wet. Yeah, let's pick up my white. Not to go into darks and fix it later. It's too wet right now. Okay, the little nostrils got lost. So I can put them in there, right inside here. Okay, get the nostrils. Pop those nostrils out though, to put a little highlight underneath, because it's hard to see. A little highlight here. A little lighter. It's hard to see. There we go. We got the nostrils in there. If I make it pop those out a little more. There we go. Don't look too bad. I got painted his teeth, which will be light blue color. Maybe this color. Paint all this in. And then the top part. That could be a mustache though. I could just make it all, eventually make it all white maybe. I don't know. Maybe you don't see his upper teeth. I don't know. Haven't thought about that. A lot of times I do this just as I paint. So you don't see his upper teeth. So I'm gonna make this dark here. There we go. Now we have to give him, I'm gonna put some highlights on the teeth so they can pop out. And for that, I'm just gonna use the bone color as is. I'm just gonna do this here. Might not be very visible though. I'm gonna have to use white. Okay, let's try white instead. I'll put a little information there. We'll get the picture that those are teeth. Let me see. All right, now put some more definition on the teeth. I'll use some dark blue. Water it down a little bit. just in the bottom, like that. I could put it on the top here to show where the teeth come in. And then the bottom lip here, a line here. He has a crooked mouth, so did that on purpose. I could make his lip more of a light blue color though. I don't like that color that I have there. Okay. Now, does he have a tongue? Should we give him a tongue? Let's pretend he has a tongue. A blue tongue in there somewhere. Hey. Not sure if I like that. I'll think about that. It's not very noticeable. I could make it. I don't want to compete with the teeth though. I don't want the tongue to be too bright. So I think I'll just darken the tongue. Like here. So we see a part of a tongue. Or maybe I just get rid of it all together. Sometimes things don't work out. How about if I just make it a smaller tongue, part of it. I'm not sure about that. You don't know until you try it. Let's see. It's kind of hard to tell. I have to make the inside of the mouth probably darker or make the tongue lighter. One of the two. Okay, maybe I put a little highlight there. What will happen? What if I put a little highlight there? Really can't see it. Just can't see that tongue. Maybe you don't have to see the tongue. Yeah. Okay, we got a little brighter. Just a tad brighter. Well, it's not a red tongue, so it doesn't look like a tongue. It's a blue tongue. I'll leave it like that for now. If I can get rid of it later on, so I have to. Sometimes I get caught up in the goofiest things. And the nostrils, you have to outline those. I'm gonna water down my dark blue so I can paint thin, a thin line. So I'm painting on canvas. Canvas is bumpy. There we go. You see his nostrils now. Look at that boy. Okay, let's go more blue color back here. This is the shadow side. This is the light's coming from the right. I'm gonna put yellow highlights here later on. So much work. All right. Now I gotta work on the helmet, so I have to mix up a few colors to get this dark paint in the helmet. Mix these colors up. Which is cerulean blue. Mix that up. And burnt umber. In order to get a darker blue, you just gotta put more burnt umber in it. I'll see if I can show it to you on camera. Let's see here. That's my phone here. Can you see that? It's too close. It's freaking close. I'll do it over here. There's my messy palette. So here's the blue and burnt umber. So I'll get some of this blue into here. It's mostly burnt umber. You gotta mix it up really well because otherwise it'll be kind of reddish. It will dry it darker. So get some more blue. This palette knife's great, by the way. If you don't use one, you should. Yeah, I'll stick with this. And I always go like this to check the colors. Really useful. And I get my linear line brush. It's a soft bristle. Now time to paint the helmet. And you always want to overlap. Always overlap so you don't have gaps between the beard and the helmet that are unpainted. And then this just goes straight up. Then this sort of goes this way. And this comes down. It's got a little curve to it. Try to get both sides kind of even if I can. Of course, nothing's ever completely even. It's done by hand, so. Step back and look at this thing. Okay. Then we got the helmet top part. I think I have that curving like this. Come to here. And then you can see more of the right side than the left. So there's a thicker part of the helm on the right side. Make sure you get that at the same level. This goes out. This goes up. The sketch line is there, it's just a sketch line. I don't always follow my sketch lines. It's a starting point. Anytime you're doing, as you paint this, anything can change, anytime. Anytime you feel like changing it, you just change it. But you gotta have a starting point. Makes it easier that way. This giant does have a small head, by the way. I just did that on purpose. He's got a small head. But here we have, I didn't draw them in, but he has like these little designs up here. Like little horns or whatever. Going with the spike theme. I'm getting hungry. I had some coffee this morning. What ends up happening? Once the coffee wears off, then I get really hungry. And I know he has a little gem there. I don't know why I put it there, but for now I'm gonna leave it there. And color this in. I haven't decided the color of the horns yet, so I'm gonna leave those alone. I might go with dark in the end. For now, oops, I did it again. I hit the freaking tripod. Ooh, who's that? I have my phone on this tripod and it's barely hanging on. Okay, here we go. There's the tripod. It's really wide at the base, so I keep hitting it. My big feet. I think that's good for now. I'm gonna go eat some food. But thanks to all those who are here watching me paint the guy's face. Not done with it yet, but little by little. I don't paint for hours and hours on end doing my work. I do not do that for many reasons. If you sit here and try to do it in one day, you'll make a lot of mistakes and you'll see things later on. Well, like, I should have changed this, I should have changed that. I paint for like 30 or 40 minutes at a time. Sometimes an hour is the most I paint. And I do that on purpose because every time I step back and I come back to it, I see things to improve. I see things that could change. But because you get a fresh look at it again later on in the day. So I'll probably paint again later on today, maybe a couple hours from now. I'll be off stream probably, and I might change something completely different that on this thing that I don't like. But the breaks that I take are great. If you can take breaks from your work, you're only doing yourself a favor because you'll see things that otherwise you didn't see because you realize you're here like this, close up, painting. And you forget about the whole thing. So it's important to step back, look at it later on, and see if it's really coming along, to your liking. So, anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. See you guys later.